Psalm 42. As a deer pants for flowing streams, so pants my soul for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? My tears have been my food day and night, while they say to me all the day long, Where is your God? These things I remember, as I pour out my soul, how I would go with the throng and lead them in procession to the house of God, with glad shouts and songs of praise, a multitude keeping festival. Why are you cast down, O my soul, and why are you in turmoil within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him, my salvation and my God. My soul is cast down within me, therefore I remember you, from the land of Jordan and of Hermon, from Mount Mizar. Deep calls to deep at the roar of your waterfalls. All your breakers and your waves have gone over me. By day the Lord commands his steadfast love, and at night his song is with me, a prayer to the God of my life. I say to God, my rock, why have you forgotten me? Why do I go mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? As with a deadly wound in my bones, my adversaries taunt me, while they say to me all the day long, Where is your God? Why are you cast down, O my soul, and why are you in turmoil within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him, my salvation and my God. So there are two main reasons why I find this psalm so powerful. Firstly, the natural imagery, despite or perhaps because of its simplicity, captures so beautifully our deep need for God. Just like David's portrayal of himself as a sheep shepherded by God in Psalm 23, here the psalmist's likening himself to a deer, an animal which is by nature gentle and herbivorous, conveys to me a sense of humility and vulnerability, cutting through the self-conceit that is characteristic of humans. The way in which the deer pants for flowing streams vividly captures the desperate longing for God's presence that we often feel. It also reminds me of Jesus telling us that if we drink of the water that he gives us, we will never be thirsty again. Secondly, I find the psalm fascinating in the way that it treats closeness to God not as a feeling, that is, something passive, but as an action. The psalmist does not give in to his spiritual depression, but instead talks back to himself, twice asking, Why are you cast down, O my soul? And imploring himself to hope in God, for I shall again praise him. In this way, I find the psalm incredibly liberating because it reminds me that even when I do not feel connected to God, I have the choice to continue to place my faith in him. In other words, I am not at the mercy of my emotions. This is a sobering message in our culture which places such emphasis on our feelings and doing what feels right. Yes, it is comforting in its assurance that our relationship with God is not dependent on our fleeting and unpredictable emotions. I finish with a quote by C.S. Lewis. But the great thing to remember is that, though our feelings come and go, God's love for us does not. Thank you.